So how's it going, everyone? It is Jordan here, and welcome back to the Attack of the B-Team mod pack on the WolfPride server. I believe this is episode 7, and I discovered what I'm about to show you about 3 or 4 days ago. I've been busy moving my house from spawn, which is over in that direction, to my new location, which is over in that direction. And on the way over here, I actually discovered this. As you can see, is a spawner just sitting here in broad daylight. This is no April Fool's prank. I don't play many pranks, especially on April Fools, but as you can see, Mojang do, and everybody has the exact same skin on, so we are all villagers. But this dungeon down here, this is not a prank, and we're gonna go check it out. I haven't looked at it. I purposely ignored it just so I could check it out on camera. I'm going to quickly light it up before anything decides to spawn in here. Okay, something else spawned him, but I don't know where. Maybe there's another dungeon behind it, who knows. I'm going to check the chests anyway. They may take a little while to... There we go, just because lag on the server. So we got a stencil, a dragon egg, I believe Freak has a dragon egg shop in spawn, a name tag, which is pretty cool because there are a few horses nearby my place, bucket, gunpowder, white stone, and some string. Let's put that in there. And then in the other chest there is a miniature red heart, part of low level heart canisters, can be eaten to restore 10 hearts. That's pretty good. A couple more dragon eggs, a bucket, gunpowder, iron, some amazing Technicolor glasses. Not too sure what they do, we'll find out later. Actually, let's find out right now. Let's just put them on. I assume we just put them there? No? Where do they go if I right click them? They do go there. I'm not too sure what they do. I'll have to look up what they do. I'm pretty sure they have a use. But yeah, that's not a bad dungeon. We'll keep it lit up and we may use it for something in the future. But for now, we are going to skip over to the base and I will show you what I have been working on. Alright guys, so we're here in the new base. Now, as you can see, not all that much has changed. It looks very, very similar to the last one. There obviously isn't the glass and clay around the edges because, well, there isn't an edge really. We're just going to be focusing on this one room. We're not going to be bothering with the 4 massive rooms that I made in the last base. There also was a very important reason that I had to move out of the last base, was because it was very near to spawn and a lot of the buildings contain microblocks, and that just meant absolute lag for me. It would take about 45 minutes for me to even join the server, just because it was loading up that many microblocks and I wouldn't really be able to get into the server. So basically this is the new place. We are so far away from spawn, so lag is no longer an issue. My video is actually at 120 plus frames right now and I'm recording at 30, so that is all good and it should allow me to make videos without a problem. So yeah, I switched the floor with the roof. This was what I used for the floor in the last place, and this was what I used for the roof. I just switched them around because I think it looks a lot better like that. I've arranged the lamps in a nice way. We have them one away from the corner, in each corner, the line ones. These ones are in the corners of like the central spot. And then I went for like a cyan stained clay with like 4 central inverted line lamps. I think that looks pretty cool. I do want to eventually get a setup down here where I don't have to have any torches, because as you can see I've left gaps there for glowstone. In some of them I do have glowstone, you can probably just see it right there, and then that provides light without having to put any torches down, but I may need to put some underneath because I don't believe that glowstone will light the whole place up. I think there'll be a couple of spawning spots right here. So yeah. Today's episode is going to be focused on thermal expansion once again, but today we are going to be doing something amazing. In my last place I had a very basic setup. I had like steam dynamos which required lots of coal to run, and it wasn't very efficient. But today I want to set up an unlimited power source which is going to be put in this room. Let me just light this room up a little bit just so nothing spawns in. If you are on this mod pack, by the way, and you press F7, you may notice a frame drop there. You can see these red squares, and this tells you where mobs are able to spawn. So if I put a torch down, they are simply no longer able to spawn. It does for some reason lock your frame rate at 60 FPS, which I'm not too sure why it does that, but it just does. So yeah, if you want to check where mobs may spawn in your base, just hit F7. So yeah, we have a 3x3 area here, which I am going to put the aqueous accumulator into, pretty much like the same setup last time. That is going to slowly fill up with water, as you can see, 2,400 and then 4,000 altogether. I am then going to put this on top of it. Now, we haven't used this before. This is a steam turbine, and what it does is it collects energy from the water here, basically turning it into steam, as you can see. The energy goes up to 10,000, and then any extra water that gets stored in there will just simply stay there and then automatically be transferred into the energy slot once it's been taken from it. So now we need a way to transport this energy, so we used these things here, which are called leadstone energy conduits. I'm pretty sure they're pronounced like that. I'm just going to put one there, and I'm going to put this device here, which we also haven't been introduced to, which is a magma crucible. Now, as you can see in the top there, or just here, it is going to slowly fill up with RF. This can hold 400,000 RF. It is currently at 20,000, which is pretty good considering we're only using one steam turbine. This should be enough to power all our machines, which is going to be put around the base here. So yeah, as you can see, the water's slowly going down, and then the energy will probably start going down, but it will constantly be filled up a little bit at a time, so it will never run out. So as you can see, we have energy being put into here, and then what this energy is going to power is this right here. So if we put some netherrack in there, you can you don't have to use netherrack, you can use other things. You can put ice in there, you create water, you can put cobble, you can make lava, ender pearls makes resonant ender, obsidian makes lava, just loads of other things, but we're going to use netherrack for the sake of this, just because it's the cheapest, and I did a nether run about a couple of days ago, and I have just so much netherrack, so we might as well use that. I then want to transfer the lava using these fluid ducts. Let's just using these fluid ducts into these magmatic dynamos, which are basically engines. If we click on the configuration here, and we'll click the top to an output, and then we'll leave the rest on input. Let's just put this right here, like so. We'll take that. Actually, no, we won't. We'll do it a different way. We will put this on top for starters. We'll put that on top like so. Let's just get under here. That should be good there. And then for our fluid duct, we want that to be on output, which will be right here, and they will go like a so. So let's just do that like that, and then what we can do is we can get our engines and put them like so. Now the next time this updates and the lava is taken out, or actually this is the first time it's updated, just because it requires quite a lot of power to make lava. As you can see, it's kind of going a bit slow, and it does very slowly fill up. But once it actually gets going, like once you've got like 2 or so netherrack on the go and the lava starts filling up, it will go very quickly, and you won't even notice that it's dropping. So let's just pretty much wait for this to fill up. Yeah, you can use loads of things. You can use snow, you can use redstone to make. What does it make? It makes destabilized redstone. I have no clue what that's used for. Glowstone dust makes energized glowstone. That sounds quite interesting. Pulverized coal makes liquefacted coal. Haven't a clue what half of these things are, but yeah, you can make it anyway with this. So now, as you can see, we have used one netherrack and there is no lava in here. That is because it has been transferred via the fluid duct, like so, into the magmatic dynamo, which is basically an engine. Bit of lava in there, bit of lava in that one, and a bit of lava in that one. So that will basically store energy for us, 40,000 RF at a time. That one hasn't stored it yet, just because these ones aren't full. Once the other two fill up, this one will then slowly fill up. So we can now, I believe, put in one main device, which is going to allow us to transfer all of this energy that we create with these engines, with the steam turbine, with the magma crucible, and we can then stick pipes into this machine that we're going to use and just basically transfer it around the whole base. So if we go down here into this chest, we're going to get this device. Now this device is such a pain to make. As you can see, you basically have to start off with this 4-piece of lead, a block of redstone, and 4-piece of glass to make a leadstone energy cell frame, which is pretty simple. Once you've got your leadstone energy cell frame, you then use 3 copper ingots, and then you have to use a redstone conductance coil, which is made with electrum ingot and redstone. To get an electrum ingot, you have to get electrum blend, which is made with silver and gold, which needs to go in the pulverizer. It's just so many confusing steps. But then once you've done that, once you follow it through, you will then get yourself a leadstone energy cell. And then once you've got that, you put the leadstone energy cell and wrap it in invar ingots. And that will basically make you an hardened energy cell. Now this device, it's worth it. It is worth to make because it can make some amazing stuff. Well, in fact, it is just so powerful. So if we go like that, I don't know why it didn't connect there the first time, but it has now. You will see that all of the energy, there's 5,000 in there. There's 40,000 in here. Let's just do this. Let's get a few more pipes on top, just so obviously you can transfer the power from all of the engines into here. And then this has a storage of, I think that's 2 million RF by the looks of things. That has 6 zeros, doesn't it? Yeah, that holds up to 2 million RF. Now that is more than anyone could possibly ever need. If you go on configuration here, we'll leave the bottom as blue, and then what this device will then do is we can pretty much use it to transfer all the energy made from this like contraption right here and transfer it to any other device in the base that we make. So if we want to use redstone furnaces, which is my plan, I'm going to set up a redstone furnace room right here, and then what this is essentially going to do is transfer energy from here into the redstone furnaces, and we'll essentially have free smelting, which is great because then I don't ever have to use any coal on smelting. And now if that isn't what a factory needs, then I don't know what is, because once we've got this set up, we can basically just power the whole place and not have to worry about steam or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That will essentially slowly fill up. Obviously, because it's 2 million RF, it is going to take a little while to fill up. But yeah, it is essentially free energy. The only thing that you're going to have to renew is the netherrack. But that is just so simple to get netherrack. It's not hard to mine. You can mine it really quickly with a good pickaxe, and you can essentially get loads of it. Also, a quick little note: if you're wondering why I have all my stuff back and all my tools, all my armor, and they're all still got the same enchantments on it, is because after the last prank video that me and Official FMU did, we managed to get all our stuff back thanks to, I believe it was Wild and Begret that got us the stuff back. The guys who actually played a prank on us got our stuff back, so that was very nice to them. I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank them a lot. So yeah. Alright guys, so I've changed the setup a little bit here. As you can see, this fluid duct was on the right hand side, but I thought there's no reason for it to be on the right side, so I just put it on the back. It looks a lot more tidy and a lot more compact that way. I've also started using a few machines. I've got a couple of redstone furnaces here, so as you can see, if I just put anything in there, it will smelt very quickly and for free. So yeah, it's great having unlimited energy. It's really useful. I've been using the induction smelter, and I've also been using the pulverizer, and I will show you why I have been using those. So as you can see, nothing too strange here. Everything looks the same. This all looks like basalt brick, but if you look in the text in the top there, as you can see as we go across, this one is actually a drawbridge. We can set the camouflage of the drawbridge just by putting a block in like that, and we can also pick our block that we want to come out of the drawbridge. So as you can see, the hole right there would indicate which way the blocks are going to come out of, A drawbridge essentially is a drawbridge. There is nothing really to explain with it. You get yourself a lever and you put it on there, or on there, and then you press it, and as you can see, it basically produces whatever block is in there. So now we're gonna set up a little bit of a contraption here. If I get rid of these blocks like so, and get rid of these ones, and then I want to also get rid of the top ones as well, because I want to put a line of redstone in there. So let's do that, and we'll get ourselves some redstone from down in the chest here. Let's get that like a so. Yeah, we'll swap that out. You may notice a bit of an inventory change also. I don't have my axe or my shovel, or well, my sword is in here, but I don't have my axe or my shovel. That's because the server completely like messed me up since the last clip. No, I don't want that to be there. It just crashed for a good 5 hours or so. So I'm recording this quite late. It's now about 3 in the morning. So I kind of want to get this video made before I have to go to sleep, because I'm extremely tired, as you could probably tell. But yeah, I couldn't get onto the server. I'm not too sure why. There was a bit of an issue going on. Let's put you there. We'll just grab that block if we can. We probably can't. It doesn't really matter. We'll just grab ourselves this cobblestone. This cobblestone will work. Like so. We'll put the 2 drawbridges there. That's already a drawbridge, so we don't need to put anything just there. Let's see if we can actually reach all the way down with the redstone. I don't think we can. I have to shift click as well, which makes it a bit awkward. No, I can't, so I'm going to have to remove these blocks. But yeah, I want to basically put a line of redstone in there, because then one switch will activate the whole thing, and it will all come down in sync, which will look pretty cool. Yeah, I could place that like so, and we'll get a bit of cobblestone just there. Put the couple of drawbridges in. Get rid of the cobblestone, like a so. Oh, I didn't mean to break that. It's alright, we've got plenty of that anyway. And then we'll put the final piece of cobblestone just there with the drawbridge. So now I need to get up there to get rid of that, so I can place one more piece of redstone in. If it's going to let me up, I'll just remove it from here, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that went on there. Okay, so now what I can do is I can get my slab and put that back, and I can camouflage each one of these blocks. So we're going to camouflage it with obviously the basalt that we're using. So like that. One in there. Oh, didn't mean to drop it there. And then the last 3. So this will look pretty cool once it's done. Assuming I have enough glass. I think I do. Or do I? I probably don't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough glass. It's okay. I'll go get some more. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. So if we put a lever just here in the middle and press that, as you can see, it basically creates like a block wall, so we can just keep that shut, and then anytime we need to access it, we can flick the switch and we can go in. But obviously it's kind of out of sync at the minute, like some blocks come down at different times to the other. I'll fix that. It just basically needs some redstone rewiring, and yeah, and also I'll get some more glass to fill in here. But other than that, I think today's episode has been quite a success. We've set up some reliable energy. I've showed you around the new base, so now I can pretty much finish this off camera. I can get rid of these machines, and we can start setting up rooms dedicated to whatever we want them to be. So I'm probably going to set up an auto smelter using the redstone furnaces in this room, which means I can just basically have unlimited smelting going on in this room. And I'll probably set up like a transportation, some sort of contraption anyway, where I have like item ducts go into all these chests. So all the items that come from the smeltery or the auto smelter will pretty much go into chests, and then, you know, it'll all be sorted and it'll be amazing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to click the subscribe button, and also my Twitter link is in the description if you fancy following me on Twitter. So other than that, thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.